Hi, I'm Dean.
And I'm Abby.
Welcome to
ChatInTheFlat.
a podcast where we talk about... What do we talk about?
Pretty much anything, really.
Let's do this. Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to ChatInTheFlat. I'm Dean.
I'm Abby.
And we're going to bring you another 4 exciting topics, each one broken down in 5 minutes. So, as will be a regular thing, we're going to let Abby go first, because ladies first, Mama raised me the right way. And so, what are you bringing to us this week, my lovely?
Okay, well, my first one is a big one for me. It is tattoos.
All right.
Because I am covered in tattoos.
How many have you got, would you say?
Well, I'm in the middle of a sleeve at the moment. I've got...
On your right or left arm?
On my right arm.
Cool.
I've got a few things on my left arm. I've got a big piece on my right leg. I've got a big piece on my left leg.
Nice.
And then on my shin, I've got like pretty much a whole shin sleeve.
Nice. Have you got a Staffordshire Bull Terrier?
No.
That's a shame. Only a quarter way to being a proper
But
chap.
then as well, I've got the one on my back and a little one on my ribs. So yeah, I'm pretty. Oh, and one behind my neck. See, I've got that many. I like.
So a few hours of work overall.
Oh, definitely.
Overall.
But there's like a very stereotypical thing that comes with heavily tattooed people.
Yeah, I'm quite in that bracket.
Yeah, and I'm heavily pierced as well, so I've got quite a lot of piercings on my face.
Yeah, the nose one needs to go. There's no need for nose piercings.
You could cut, but that I could push in.
Don't make it look any better. Oh yeah,
It disappears.
But it makes you sound weird.
But like, I've been in a pub before and I've gone and spoken to this older gentleman, and we've been sat there for nearly half an hour, and then he comes out with, I'm really sorry to say this, but I'm gonna come out with it. He was like, when I first saw you, I thought you were really you looked really intimidating.
Yeah.
He was like, but as I've spoken to you, he was like, you're the most like...
nicest, gentlest actual person
and
in the
I was
world.
just like...
But that's different. Like people might not like that I think is a bit chavvy, but I feel like I can say that to you because you're my friend, and it doesn't whether you've got 1 million tattoos or 50,000 tattoos,
it's your opinion.
You decide to go get them all erased. I'm not going to be your friend.
My mum hates the fact I'm covered in tattoos.
Exactly, and you're always going to be her daughter.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, you're right in what you say. It's a powerful choice, but if I look at it if I was an employer.
Yeah.
For example, and we were working face to face with the public, and we were working. Say I ran a small Tesco's chain. I'd be more reluctant, and I know you can't generalise and discriminate.
Yeah.
I would put someone with tattoos on their hands out in front of in front of public facing piercings as well.
Yeah.
I think it is maybe a point of intimidation. I've never thought of it being intimidating before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's also, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit OCD about it. Obviously, I'm a blank slate. I don't have nothing.
That's what I mean. So that's why it's so like controversial between both of us.
Yeah.
Because as well, nowadays, like, guys are covered in tattoos.
That's what I think is chavvy.
Yeah.
Because from my concept of what chavvy was stuff that become mainstream and popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
things that sort of led the social demographic.
Yeah.
And I feel that, and I know that the actual description of it is actually different to that, and the interpretation is different, but my interpretation growing up was, I bought Rockports, they become popular, I was chavvy, I got Lacoste, or everyone got Lacoste, it become popular, I bought Lacoste, it was chavvy, and then just so in my head, the popularity of seeing these things grow, mature, and change, or then also led it to me just to use the word chavvy. Now, I don't see it as a bad word.
No.
If you follow that story of me following trends and being chavvy, I spent my whole life trying to be chavvy.
Yeah, right.
So when I say it, people think, "Oh, don't diss me."
Yeah.
But if you look back at the fact that I
call myself chavvy just from the way I behave and
I agree though,
and the way I dress. But
I wouldn't call you chavvy.
It doesn't define me. It's
for example,
just a part of me.
For example, if we went out in our everyday wear, you would fit more in a university setting than I would. I know it sounds weird, which is a more socially acceptable demographic. Do you know what I mean? Just you would definitely fit into especially like a university or a college feel situation more than I would. I would be more of a on the outcast side.
Right. So.
That was tattoos, eh?
Tattoos.
We could have gone on about that for much longer.
Know.
That is one that could have easily spilled in. Like the first tattoo I would have ever got if I.
Well, it's even like, facts of people say like my nan is the biggest one. She always goes, "Oh, what are you gonna look like when you're older with all your tattoos?" But I then say to her, "Well,
ball bags look the same."
Well, at the minute, your generation didn't have tattoos. That's why it's strange for you to think of us when we're older
Time's
all
gone,
having tattoos. I've paused it.
Yeah, but it's done. The lever went off. You still got
I
tattoos.
was just gonna say when our generation are all older, we're all gonna be covered in tattoos anyway. So we're all gonna look the same. So it's.
Speak for yourself, love. Speak for your fucking self.
Well, yeah. So.
Right, my topic this week, and I'm gonna go randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Could you kill a pig to save a stranger? So it's not anyone you know, but the pig's there. You're on a cliff. So picture this: you're on a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
The stranger's holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
You can't move. You've got to throw that pig off. You've got to pick the piglet off, the pig off, push it off, and pull me up. Could you do it?
Personally, yes.
You could?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could too.
And the reason I would say I could do that is because I was, from the age of 0 to 13, I lived in Africa.
Yeah.
And they have Ramadan, where it's the end of their fasting.
Yeah.
And they celebrate, so it's like their Easter basically.
Yeah.
But instead of like here we all have Easter egg hunts, they will slaughter a sheep or a cow and so on. So I've seen it.
Okay.
Like I've seen it for myself. Do you know what I mean? I know where beef comes from. I'm not. If someone told me to, kill a chicken, I would because and that's why I'm like I class myself as a meat eater that's I know where things come from. I'm not afraid. Like
I get you. So the guilt of the vegan argument would be if we're not talking veganism, but if it was to be pushed on you, you could say, well, if the opportunity arose, I could slit a pig's throat,
definitely,
eat it, and do that. Then you left before you had to.
Yeah.
But if the time it arose, obviously you would have grown up as a young girl in the village, and then.
But you see people here that have never seen animals been slaughtered before or anything.
Yeah.
So all they see is meat in a packet, and as soon as they see a cow being slaughtered, they start crying, and I'm like, but you eat that.
I guess what they see is food.
Exactly.
They don't see life as where when you see an animal you do see life, and it's a different thing. I've seen animals being slaughtered. I've never slaughtered anything myself.
No. Neither have I. I've never slaughtered anything myself. I've seen animals being slaughtered.
Yeah.
But that's what makes I know. Do you know what I mean? I'm not blind to where my food's coming from.
No. Me neither.
And that's why I know a sheep's been killed and. Shredded or whatever to make my pasty or minced beef or whatever. But
part of me asked that as well because there is a vegan protest going on in the city centre today, and they're standing in front of some sort of freezer and blocking people from buying meat that's in the freezer, or they're going to be in town protesting about eating meat.
I don't think that's right, because I see it. Veganism is now sort of almost turning into like religion.
Okay.
People pushing it on other people.
The ideology of it is being forced as opposed to it becoming a
people. If you want people to turn to veganism, instead of standing in these in front of these freezers and protesting, why don't you make up some amazing vegan little tasters that people can taste and say, well, that's vegan.
That's a great idea. That is an absolutely great idea.
And then people are going to be like, oh, actually, that tastes all right, rather than,
how do you make
don't eat meat.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to do it in a positive way where people are going to see it positively.
Yeah.
Not stopping people from
having a choice.
Yeah, where it's, you know, they've gone to the supermarket to get what they want.
Yeah.
And people are just stopping them from, you know, or having a go at them. No. Make a vegan, like, you know,
and also
do little tasters.
And at least, you know, if people are buying it and eating it, at least it's being bought and eaten.
Exactly.
If they're kind of protesting and it's staying in the fridge a bit longer and being thrown away because people can't get to it to buy it, and it's going out of date and being thrown, and are you not just totally wasting
then
it?
You're exactly.
Like, as far as it all goes. So both of us agree we could chuck a pig off a cliff to save a human.
Definitely.
Touch on that. Boom.
Right.
Right, so number 3.
There you go.
You want me to go for number 3? Right, I'm gonna ask a question, and I'm gonna have to kind of show you a picture, which I can't show you the picture. In cubicles for ladies, 'cause obviously you use toilet cubicles a lot more than men. Do women's feet poke out from the side? And if so, what's the fucking deal with that? Like,
I've never actually noticed.
Like I was sat down in a public cubicle the other day, and I seen this geezer's right foot. Must have been his right foot because I was in the left to him. Just poke out from underneath the cubicle. His toe was on my side. I got a photo of it, so I'll make sure that the photo's seen. And I thought to myself, do women do this? I thought women sat there like all agape.
I think as well, because you've got more package. Do you know what I mean? Obviously you can't, because when women pee, we pee with our legs.
Do you really? Well, I've never thought of that.
We only have to open our legs so much to pee. Whereas you guys, you have a package.
Nah, you see.
So doesn't
that
have to?
So if you sat down, for example, like it all hangs, doesn't it? There's nothing for it to sit on. The only reason we sit, because obviously, like the only reason we would sit down is because obviously there's a surface, and obviously if you sit on the surface, you sit on top of your balls, you just squash your balls if you don't open your legs a little bit.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The thing with the toilet is it all just falls. It all just falls into the middle, so that you can sort of lean as much in as you want.
So
you can kind of close your legs and put them all across.
I suppose.
Well, yeah. I can anyway. I can't.
Well, maybe he just had a big one.
I don't know about that, but it's but it's something I've never thought about. And like I said, I noticed it the other day, and it's very much not the first time it's ever happened to me. Now, maybe men's feet are bigger. There's that as well. On average, I guess, men range from a much bigger spectrum of shoe sizes.
I don't know.
And yeah, it's just enough to be off-putting. Like going public in toilets never the most fun experience,
But as well, I think men are generally bigger anyway.
Yeah.
So, are they going to make bigger cubicles for men?
Oh, this is something I've never thought about before neither.
Exactly.
I don't know. Do they make bigger cubicles for men?
Because, women are a bit, let's admit it, women are most of the time more petite. So...
Yeah, I don't think so. I guess my guess would be there would be just a standard.
Yeah.
Like a standard issue chemical sizes, because let's face it, everyone's bigger. Everyone's bigger than they used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything is slightly bigger. All the gurneys in hospitals are bigger. All the doorways are bigger in hospital. everyone's slightly bigger. You know.
Yeah.
The average weight for women now is the same as that same average weight as what it used to be for men in the 50s.
Mad, isn't it?
Absolutely bananas. But yeah, it was just another random thing as opposed to something massively serious, and I just it baffled the life out of me as to why it happens. I just and then it got me thinking, like, now I've got to make sure every time I sit down that I need to make sure that I ain't skewing to the left or to the right and just saying hello in somebody else's kind of.
Since we're on the like subject of toilets, on a night out, when you're a girl and you're pretty drunk and you go to the toilet, you end up seeing some random girl, you're both washing your hands, and then you stand there talking, and then, like, by the end of it, you're hugging each other, your best mates.
Love that.
But then you never speak to them again. It's weird, it's really weird, and it's actually, like, a known thing. It's, like club toilet, like, girls make... Time. Yeah. Girls make friends in the toilet, and you're literally saying, "Oh my God, babe, you look so gorgeous."
The weirdest thing about the guys, obviously, is we're stood there. Like, if when we're having, we are just across from each other. We can look at each other. Some toilets have got enough little thing poking out so that you don't see each other.
But do you like socialise? Do you do the same thing?
It's
like
one of those things, like
socialise?
you gauge it. So you walk in, you see someone to your left, and I don't mind. If I'm having a piss and someone nods and says, "You alright, mate, having a good night?" I don't mind talking.
Yeah.
I don't really mind that, but I know some people really hate that. And, I can understand why they would hate that.
Yeah.
And it's easy. Yeah, it's easier if you've got a little porcelain breaker, just so not everyone sees every part of your dick. Right, so fourth and final one of today. What are you going to hit us with?
What did I see online? Oh, there's a big thing about girls blacking themselves. So, you're not typing. So, you've got Ariana Grande.
Now, you can understand this is going to be like quite an awkward subject for me to talk about, yeah. You can, yeah.
It's...
Colleague blacked up, nope. Blackface. Do you know the name of Azealia Banks?
It's more like Ariana Grande accused.
Are we talking about the woman from this morning?
No, there's that one.
Yeah.
But then there's these like girls on Instagram who literally they go out, get the black weave.
Yeah.
Like literally are turning themselves darker than me.
Yeah.
Dyeing their eyebrows, making themselves look like they're looking, look like they're black. But then you find photos like from like couple years later, and they're completely white. And it's called blacking, and I think a lot of black people are finding it very offensive.
Yeah, like for example, like if I was to go out for a fancy dress party as Wesley Snipes and I blacked up, is that racist?
No. I don't think I personally...
If I did it... No, I guess if I did, even if we did a YouTube parody and I blacked up as Wesley Snipes and acted as him, is that...
I wouldn't mind, but you would get so much crap from that.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. This is the woman, she was on this morning, wasn't it? She's like you said. She's had injections into her skin.
But she is now actually trying to move to Nigeria and get a Nigerian passport. to actually become African.
Well, do you think the Nigerians will allow that?
Well, that's
because she's not claiming to be Nigerian, is she? Like that's a different thing. If you move to Nigeria and you live there for a certain amount of time, my guess would be that you could make a claim to become a Nigerian citizen.
I'm not sure if she is or not, if I'm completely honest.
But you can't just go over there. Like for example, like there are black people who live in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just go to Nigeria and say, "I'm black, can I be Nigerian?"
No.
So.
But this is the whole thing again with people having too much freedom. Or people getting to extremes.
Yeah, I get you.
And this is just one of those other extremes.
Well, it only becomes an extreme if nobody tells her that she's fucking mental. Let's face it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to be that way about it, but I get it. Like, you know, she does. If we look at the still image that's on the screen at the very moment, if you were to quickly look at it, you would think she was a black woman.
Yeah.
But my assumption would be that she's, you know, that she's not. She I think she was born in Britain. I think she was British.
Yeah.
And I think she's had injections to make her skin
darker. Yeah.
Darker. I'm not sure how I'm not sure if it's an acting thing, but I think there's a culture thing there.
Yeah.
More than there is like.
Yeah, but she actually puts on the Nigerian accent, I think, as well.
Like, putting on accents is fine. You know, don't claim it's your accent. You know,
but that's what she's trying to do.
And then that's, you know, it's ridiculous. You know, it's. I don't know what to say. Because, you know, I mean, it's.
But then, is it for attention?
Is it becoming more prevalent? Are there more cases of it? Like, for example, I only knew of this woman, and like, I don't know if she's got.
There are loads of cases of it. Ariana Grande, for example. They've been mentioning it a lot on Dr. Phil, because I watch clippets of that, and yeah, they mention it a lot on that about these Instagram girls now getting a lot of hate because, you know, they're portraying to be black when they're not.
Fucking hell. So
it is quite a big issue at the minute.
Well, I guess that's our
time up.
Yeah, that's the time for the week this week. So interesting 4 topics. We'll be in touch. We'll be back soon. You guys leave your comments, leave your likes, everything else, please, for the rest of us. Abby's gonna go white up and become Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go be Wesley Snipes, and we're gonna go paint the town red. So much love from me.
Much love from me, guys.
And we'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.